Good morning, everyone. First on the tee, I would like to welcome back our four-time Masters champion, still the king, always the leader of his army. Please welcome Mr. Arnold Palmer. Arnold, the tee is yours.
The honorary starters, Arnold Palmer at age 85. Gary Player, a few months shy of 80. And Jack Nicklaus at 75. Yeah. 40 years ago, he became the first and so far only man to win the Masters 5 times.
Now, up the hill. Oh, did you ever see one like that?
50 years ago, he won the second of his 6 Masters titles.
And there it is.
And set a scoring record that lasted more than 3 decades.
If I was in contention, I figured I knew what I had to do. I just went and tried to do it.
The man who broke that record returns after missing last year's Masters due to a back injury. And Tiger Woods, at age 39, hasn't been in competition since February. 10 years ago, he won his 4th Masters.
Well, here it comes. Oh, my goodness. Oh, wow! In your life, have you seen anything like that?
No one then would have guessed he'd still be looking for his 5th.
Today, your greatest motivation?
My greatest motivation? Winning. I like it.
20 years ago, Ben Crenshaw won his 2nd in a week of rare emotion. And more tears will be shed this year because Gentle Ben has announced this is his final Masters. As for those favored to win, all eyes are on world #1 Rory McIlroy, who has a chance to become the 6th man in history to win the career Grand Slam. But there's also a new kid back in town, a Texan like Crenshaw, and Ben says watch out for Jordan Spieth.
I thought I'd met Wyatt Earp. I mean, he looks at you and he's going to gun you down.
They're all looking for a signature victory amid the Georgia pines.
Absolutely incredible.
A life changer.
One of the greatest putts I've ever seen.
There's your champion.
Welcome all to the 79th playing of the Masters.
On Tuesday, the Big Three walk Magnolia Lane. And on Wednesday, they're at the par 3 contest. Palmer has a sore shoulder, so Crenshaw is filling in for him. Arnie's watching and announcing.
Nice shot, Ben.
Kids become caddies, though some are still a bit young.
7 months. Her first Masters.
This is pretty awesome.
Tiger is in the field, and for the first time, has his kids Sam and Charlie caddying for him. Matias Dominguez earned his invitation by winning the first Latin America Amateur Championship, and at the 4th hole, adds another memory that will last a lifetime. Camilo Villegas topped that. With 2 holes in 1. But that was only good enough to get him into a playoff with Kevin Streelman at 5 under. And Streelman won the contest on the 3rd extra hole. But the shot of the day came from Jack Nicklaus. The shot heard round the course. Jack's first ever ace at Augusta. On Thursday, after the honorary starters, in the first group of the morning, Charlie Hoffman birdied 2 of the first 3 holes. And said later that on the range that morning, he'd asked Jack and Arnie to autograph flags for his foundation. And with that perhaps as inspiration, he took command on the second 9. This shot at 15 set up an eagle. This shot at the par 3 16th. Set up a birdie. And this approach at 18. Put him at the top of the leaderboard.
You know, I'm just trying to put myself in position come Sunday. I don't see any reason why I won't be there.
The Watsons, Tom at 10, Bubba at 17. Both 2-time Masters champions and both shot 71. Justin Rose, playing with Bubba, was accurate with his irons here at 6. And with his putter. A birdie at 10 and a tie for the lead.
I think it's just about playing good, solid golf, executing my game plan, and just giving myself a chance on Sunday.
Ernie Els in his 21st Masters, second at 15. It was right. And he made eagle and tied the lead. Rory McIlroy on the first tee.
I think the first tee shot is probably the only first tee shot of a tournament these days that I still get nervous at.
No problem there. But a different story. On the tee at 2. Despite which, he saved par. He was playing alongside Phil Mickelson, who split the fairway at 8 and then hit a 3-wood second shot that led to an eagle and a round of 70. McIlroy to get under par for the day at 15. And he shot 71.
Felt like it was a solid start. You know, it could have been better, but it could have been worse as well.
It was a good, solid start. I played well today, and it's you know, the first day, so it was a good way to get the round started, get the tournament started.
Tiger Woods in his 20th Masters started with a bogey. Made 3 birdies on the day with the help of a rejuvenated short game. But struggled off the tee. And shot 73. In the last group, Jason Day made 5 birdies in a row, starting at 12 and ending here at 16. And that tied him with Hoffman, Rose, and Els. But by that time, all of them were in second place, behind 21-year-old Jordan Spieth, playing his second Masters as if he'd been there a decade. A birdie at 10 tied him for the lead at 5 under par. At 12, he thought he'd missed.
I started walking after I hit it just because I was, you know, upset that you know, it's kind of the coolest par 3 in golf, and I had a chance to make a 2 and didn't hit a great putt, but got away with it.
He now had the lead to himself and caught another break at 13.
Man. 4.
Oh. Into the trees and back out to the fairway.
Great tee shot.
Great tee shot, fellow competitor Billy Horschel said. Spieth took advantage. He laid up to there. And then stuck his approach for another birdie. Now 7 under par. But in trouble off the tee at 14.
Oh. Yeah, no. Just go. Go. Oh.
He couldn't see it hit the flagstick. What happened, he asked his caddy. What happened was another birdie, 8 under.
Sit down. Fight.
And then a mistake at the par 5 15th led to a bogey.
I don't like finishing rounds at a higher score than where I was at some point in the round. So I was 8 under through 14. I didn't want to finish any worse than 8 under.
To do that, he needed to birdie 18.
How cool is it to shoot 64 at the Masters?
Really cool. Yeah, it's really cool. I'd take 3 more of them.
Spieth said that once he got going, his target for the day was 10 under par, not realizing that would have been a Masters and major championship record. 11 players broke 70. 30 were under par on a near-perfect day for scoring.
Ben Crenshaw, a young Texas amateur with a promising future.
43 years ago, a young man played his first Masters and stayed up in the crow's nest on the grounds of Augusta National. This year, 7 amateurs were in the field, including the Asia-Pacific Amateur Champion, Antonio Murdaka, a 19-year-old, and the first Australian to win that coveted title. U.S. Amateur Champion Gun Yang, 2 months younger than Jordan Spieth. Nearly making eagle at the first hole on Friday. And the Latin America Amateur Champion Matias Dominguez, who may have had the best time of them all, from his hole-in-one at the par 3 contest to teeing it up Thursday and Friday. with his family watching him live the dream of playing in the Masters. None of the amateurs made the cut this year, but all will have memories to share with family and friends for many years to come.
This is the best place a golfer could be. The crowd is awesome. I mean, they're always waiting for good shots and really excited for. They're here to support you more than ever. So I think it's been great. It's been a great experience, and I'm having a lot of fun here.
When Tiger Woods showed up this year, having missed last year's tournament, he saw a new 17th hole.
I didn't realize 17 was straight ahead. I always thought it was a little bit of a dogleg left, but it's eye-opening to see it. It's just dead straight. That was very shocking to me to see it like that.
The Eisenhower tree, named for the president, who always seemed to drive into it, was lost to an ice storm last year. But on Wednesday, Chairman Billy Payne unveiled a monument to that tree's role at Augusta National. A cross-section with a timeline, one section of which will remain at the club, and another will go to the Eisenhower Presidential Library. Friday, the sun is out. Winds are mild, great scoring conditions. Lee Westwood, second shot at the par 5 second hole.
Push it, Win. Push it. Push it.
That close to double eagle. Dustin Johnson had eagle chances at 2 and 8. Converted both. Now his second at 15. No one has ever made 3 eagles in one round at the Masters. Until now. Kevin Na playing his 5th Masters. Second shot at the par 5 13th. Sets up an eagle, and he matches the best round of the day, a 66. Charlie Hoffman for birdie at 14. Is alone in second after 36 holes. Justin Rose on the tee at 16, playing his 10th Masters. Shoots 70 and is tied for 3rd with Dustin Johnson. And Paul Casey here at 6, putting for birdie. And a round of 68. Tiger Woods for birdie at 7. And again at 11. And he breaks 70 here for the first time in 4 years.
I'm still right there. There's not a lot of guys ahead of me.
Phil Mickelson at 11, even par on today's round. Sets up a birdie and is 3 under for the tournament. Playing alongside Rory McIlroy, who has gone out in 40 and is in danger of missing the cut until this second shot at 13 sets up an eagle. Mickelson birdied both 13 and 15, and now is at 17.
Generated some pretty good speed there with a sand wedge. Awesome shot from Mickelson.
4 under on the second 9. McIlroy was 1 shot better. With a chip-in birdie at 17 and a closing birdie at 18. 31 coming in, it is. And he's tied with Tiger. But the best round in this grouping came from its third member, Ryan Moore, who shot 66, tying the best round of the day. And including this near hole-in-one at 16. It's been said that one of the hardest things to do in golf is follow up a great round with another good score. Jordan Spieth drove in a bunker at the par 5 8th and left himself 229 yards for his third shot. And the result is a tap-in birdie, and he goes out in 33. Now for birdie at 10. He then adds birdies at 13. And here at 15, and equals the day's low round with a 66.
This is only the halfway point, and I'm aware of that. Not going to get ahead of myself, and I'm going to try and stay in the moment and very patient these last 2 days and understand it's going to feel like a whole nother tournament.
Spieth's 14 under par total after 36 holes is a new tournament record and gives him a 5-stroke lead. He is 21 years old, and this is only his second Masters. It's a performance reminiscent of a 21-year-old Tiger Woods, who set the 72-hole scoring record of 18 under par in 1997. The cut this year was +2, and 55 players made it. His friend Larry Gatlin wrote a lyric. If it wasn't for the passage of time, we wouldn't have had the times we've had. Ben Crenshaw, 44 Masters, 2 wonderful wins, and now his final round in competition.
I'll tell you one thing that happened today that was just kind of really neat. We were playing the 12th hole. We were going across the Hogan Bridge, and there's a red-tailed hawk on the ground right next to the green. And Jason Duffner said, Ben Hogan's watching, you better make that putt. Of course, I choked. Choked on it and missed it, but it was just surreal. It was really a neat moment.
They were all neat moments. His third shot at 13. He didn't miss that putt. The final walk at 18. The final putt. And a hug with his great friend, Carl Jackson.
I feel like I've won the tournament. God, I can't. The people, I'll never forget that as long as I live. All of our girls here and my wife, Julie. I can't believe I've been here 44 years, but I have. It's been a great part of my life. This place, as you all know, has just meant the world to me.
There is nothing like playing your first Masters. This year, 13 pros played their first, and 8 made the cut, including Anirban Lahiri.
For me, it's easy. I think it's the easiest time is your first time out here, because you're a rookie. And, you can just go out there and express yourself and have fun.
The third Masters invitee in history from India. 25-year-old Morgan Hoffman kept a video diary of his first for Masters.com and shared the drive down Magnolia Lane, the fun he had during the practice rounds.
We hit our tee shot first and then go up to the water's edge and skip a 5-iron for me today. And it was always nice to have the crowd support also. And luckily I hit the green and, always good.
stopping on Hogan's Bridge to watch Crenshaw at Amen Corner on Thursday. And today in round 3, maybe his biggest thrill. Holding out for eagle.
One of my buddies said last night, yo, number 3, what are you gonna do? I'm like, well, I'm just gonna lay up and then hole a wedge. It was just a crazy feeling.
For 35-year-old Eric Compton, his road to his first Masters included 2 heart transplants, the first at age 12.
This was an everyday thing for me. I've been dealing with this for 23 years of my life. So, you know, I'm a competitor, and that's why I'm alive.
In 1986, watching Jack Nicklaus at the Masters, he drew this picture, imagining himself in competition one day.
I'm just very happy and blessed to be here, and you know, as the picture was drawn, it all turned out perfectly.
In the 3rd round, the biggest names in the field made a run at young Jordan Spieth. Rory McIlroy kickstarts his round with an eagle at 2 and shoots 68. Tiger Woods birdies 2. And then, almost, eagles 3. And adds another birdie at 4. Like Tiger, Phil Mickelson birdies 2. And 3. And 4. But Spieth answers. With the help of a good bounce at 9.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Jordan Spieth continues to tear around Augusta National Golf Club. 1 under through 9 today, lowering his overall score to 15 under par. An approach shot that caught a break before he knocked in the birdie at 9. Spieth has a 5-shot lead, the same lead that he carried into this moving day at the Masters.
Tiger for birdie at 13. But still 8 shots back. Charlie Hoffman for birdie at 11. Four strokes back. But every time you think someone's gaining on him, the young Texan responds. Spieth's tee shot at 12. And a birdie putt to go 16 under par. Mickelson at 15.
Oh, I flushed it. Be right. Sit.
Oh, what a shot. What a shot.
He got up and down for birdie and was tied for second, 5 back. Now, a long and improbable birdie try at 16.
Oh my gosh!
Crazy. I mean, it's crazy to make that putt.
Mickelson, 4 strokes back. Spieth at 15.
Enough. Be enough. Go.
Oh, that is brilliant.
Good shot. Thanks.
Exactly what he needed.
He 2-putted for birdie and again had the 5-stroke lead he began the day with. Justin Rose made a run. He birdied 13, made another here at 14. Made a third at 15. And then hold the bunker shot at 16. He was in third, 6 back. Spieth on the tee at 16.
Be right. Come on, be right. Be right.
Reaches 18 under par, Tiger's record score. Mickelson, coming off a bogey at 17, has a chance to get it back at 18. He shoots 67. At 17, Spieth's tee shot in the trees leads to a difficult third shot.
It's a really hard shot. When I got up there and saw it, no part of me liked it.
And he had this putt left for bogey. His first double of the tournament. And everyone at that green shared his pain. Rose tied with Mickelson, putting for birdie at 18. His second 67 of the tournament.
When I made that putt, I knew that just sort of got me one ahead of Phil and got me into the final pairing. So that's going to be a big experience tomorrow, fantastic experience. I mean, Jordan's playing incredible golf, but it'd be great to keep an eye on him and try and sort of keep pace.
Granted, I've got a lot of work to do tomorrow, and I'm quite a ways back. A good round, though, and it could be fun.
At 18, despite all the magnificent play,
All right!
Spieth's 4-shot lead was in danger. He faced a daunting third.
If you caught me a year and a half ago, I probably would have never played that shot in that scenario. So it was nice to have seen that go that way, to play the aggressive play. Very pleased with that up and down on 18. That may have been a 1 and 5. You know, that just took some guts. I can't rely on the putter that much to save me with 2 major champions right behind. So they're going to bring their game, and I've got to have a relatively stress-free round. And when I say that, I mean give myself some tap-in pars and not have to make so many putts.
This is the event. This is the major championship we want to win the most. It gives kids something to strive for as a junior and aspire to, and you see it with the drive, chip, and putt, with kids wanting to just be at Augusta National. I mean, it's just a special place.
On the Sunday before the Masters, just as much as on the Sunday of the Masters, tensions and passions run high. It's the 2nd annual Drive, Chip, and Putt National Finals for 80 boys and girls from ages 7 to 15. The finalists from qualifying competitions in all 50 states, competing for the first prizes of the new year at Augusta National Golf Club. 1 week later, in the same place where the kids competed, the last 6 golfers on Masters Sunday are getting ready for their final rounds. Out on the course, the defending champion is at the 2nd hole.
I hit it perfect. I knew it was going to land in the center of the green. Now it's just about how the bounce is. And it bounced perfectly, and we saw it rolling. So I knew it was going to be good. Obviously, you don't know how good from 220-something yards away, but obviously I can make eagle, so it was close enough.
Bubba Watson finished this Masters tied for 38th. All eyes are looking up at Jordan Spieth. At the first hole, his fellow competitor Justin Rose for birdie.
That'll get your attention. Here's the birdie putt, yes!
Justin obviously made his putt to start, and it was really nice to drop one on top to start the round.
Rose birdied the second hole to again cut the lead to 3. Spieth for birdie at the third.
I fed it out there, and it just, it broke 5 feet from a 12, 15 footer. And it fed out there and went in with perfect speed in the middle. And I was gave a little fist bump after that. Excited to be 2 under through 3.
Dustin Johnson had an interesting 3-hole run beginning here at number 6. Birdie. Now, watch what happens at 7 as he's looking over a birdie putt. The ball begins to move closer and closer to the hole. It hadn't been marked, no penalty, and left him a much shorter birdie putt. For 2 in a row. Now at 8, he's chipping for eagle. The ball hung on the lip, but would not drop. Spieth made a bogey at 5, and then this drive at 7. Led to another. Rose, coming off a bogey of his own at 6, was in danger of making another.
Here we go. Spin back to the cup. This is perfect. This could be a 3.
Oh. He saved par and was 3 behind the leader. Tiger 1 over on his round. This shot at 9 sent a bolt of pain through his wrist, and you had to wonder if he'd be able to finish. Spieth chipping for eagle at 8. Made that for birdie. Rose, on a more difficult line, had chipped 8 feet past the hole. And again, trailed by 4. 1 year ago in the Masters, he lost to Bubba Watson. Jordan Spieth faced the same shot at 9 as he did this year. The difference was huge.
It was just last year versus this year. I felt more comfortable. That ball stays up. Last year it came down. It was just symbolic in a way. Made par there. Rosie had a 3-putt, and that gave me a 5-shot lead going to the back 9. I was aware of that at the time. I was trying to play Rosie match play from there.
Phil Mickelson made 2 birdies and 2 bogeys on his first 9.
You're right.
Should release coming from the rough. That is a fabulous golf shot.
Oh my goodness. Pulls into a tie for second. At 13, Hideki Matsuyama, 2-time Asia Pacific Amateur Champion, had the round of the day going 5 under after the eagle. At 11, Rory McIlroy had a birdie putt. And he was 3 under on the day. But the leader kept shutting the door on all their hopes.
Hit a putt that broke left to right, and it went in with perfect speed. To really steal one there, you don't necessarily expect a birdie 10. I think I birdied it 3 times this week. Played it 3 under, and that's a hard hole. That was the key hole, I think, for me this week.
Tiger was able to keep playing, though his round was a struggle.
Tiger for eagle. Finally hits a fairway, finally takes advantage of hitting a fairway.
At 11, Spieth put another tee shot in the trees.
But couldn't have hit a better second shot on 11. I didn't have many other options, and a lot could have gone wrong there if it just catches a pine needle and goes up in the air and hits a tree. I mean, it could have been a big number, and hit a great pitch. I was in a good position, but left it to where it was just a 2-footer right center. Ideal at that, and really just stole a stroke back. I felt like stole one on 10 and 11. With where I was, statistically should have been 1 over. Instead, I was 1 under on those 2 holes.
Now on the tee at 12, he again applied the lessons learned in his first Masters. On that Sunday, his tee shot found the water. On this Sunday, he made sure it did not.
Sit down, down, sit.
12, hit it over the bunker instead of like last year going at the pin and hitting in the water.
Charlie Hoffman, so strong through the first 3 rounds, struggled on Sunday and was 3 over as he played 13. He finished in a tie for 9th. Spieth across the bridge, named for fellow Texan Ben Hogan. Mickelson 6 behind for eagle at 13. Settled for a birdie. Spieth had this for par at 12.
Just too aggressive, kind of a dumb 3-putt.
The lead was suddenly down to 4 strokes. Every time Spieth seemed vulnerable, every time it seemed someone else might have a chance, he hit a golf shot that said, no you don't.
I think 13 were the 2 biggest shots I've ever hit in my life. Coming off a 3-putt and Justin being in a pretty good spot off that tee, I needed to do something.
Go hard, go hard, go!
Oh, what an absolutely brilliant shot.
And I was yelling, you know, get up, get up. And when it landed, from my angle, I thought it had hit short in the water. And then all of a sudden a roar came up and the pitch mark was right on that little peninsula.
He 2-putted for birdie. McIlroy was 4 under on his round at the par 5 15th.
Holds that one up, a little left to right. A beautiful shot. That'll be for an eagle 3.
Rose in 3rd place was putting for eagle at 13. And he settled for birdie. McIlroy for eagle at 15. Went to 5 under on his round. 5 holes to play and a 5-stroke lead. Mickelson fell to 3rd after a bogey at 14. Rose for birdie at 14. And was 4 strokes back again. Mickelson at 15. Eagle! And tied Rose for 2nd place. 4 behind Spieth. At 18, Matsuyama for birdie. And the best round of the day is 66. He played all 4 rounds under par and finished in 5th place.
And here we go. He's going to go right at it.
Be good.
Oh.
Gotta be good.
I think it might be.
Come on, be good. Oh, sit down.
That'll work. That'll work just fine.
The patrons got behind Mickelson when his caddy pulled the flagstick for his bunker shot at 16.
Now watch. Now watch.
And he saved his par.
He's still brilliant, isn't he, at that?
Spieth for birdie at 15.
Yes. He has been relentless.
First ever to 19 under par. Rose for birdie.
Now in second place on his own.
Trailing by 4 with 3 holes to play. Spieth on the tee at 16.
Sit down, ball. Sit down. Sit down. Fight. Softly. Soft. Dang it. Jordan.
This is Tiger, and I think 05. This is the shot. I mean, let's chip this thing in. I think that was arguably the greatest shot that's ever been hit in major championship golf. And I was sitting there looking at a little easier chip, but the same kind of pitch it up. Missed the chip and had a 5-footer, 5-6-footer.
The one time on the back nine where it got interesting for me was the 16th hole. I felt that if I'm a make and Jordan misses, a potential 2-shot swing and I'm 2 back with 2 to play. It was a good looking putt. It just sort of broke right across the front edge of the hole.
At that point, I was with my putter, didn't care what it looked like, didn't care my posture, didn't care the mechanics. It was all feel-based, and just said, you know, this is a huge moment. Let's knock this thing in. Could have been a 2-shot swing instead, all square.
I think it was probably one of the best putts he hit all day.
I would call that the biggest putt I've ever hit in my life.
At 18, Rory McIlroy finishing. With the birdie and a 66 of his own. Tiger for bogey and a 73. Phil for par and a round of 69.
You know, happy with how I played. Obviously going to take a lot of positives from it. You know, if someone had told me I'd finish 12 under par at the start of the week, I would have taken it and sat back and seen where I finished.
I've played really well to shoot 14 under, and I just simply got outplayed by a young player who just played some incredible golf.
Indeed, he did. He walked to 18, about to be the first wire-to-wire winner since Raymond Floyd in 1976. His family looking on, mom and dad getting hugs from Bubba Watson, who kept their son from winning last year. Justin Rose bogeyed the final hole and finished in a second-place tie with Mickelson.
Jordan didn't really open the door, and I didn't really expect him to. He's played with the lead now, it feels like, for the last month. And, you know, he's obviously got very comfortable doing that.
And this putt was for a new tournament scoring record.
He knew it. He knew it.
It's incredible. It's one of the best feelings I've ever felt. This was arguably the greatest day of my life.
he takes his place in Masters history.
Bubba, I would be grateful if you would please do the honor of placing the green jacket on Jordan.
To go down with the list of these winners, it's just an honor. I believe it's somewhat of a life-changing experience, and I'm really plan to represent this jacket the way that others have before me, and they've set a really high bar.